Well, we know exercise can lead to weight loss, reduce the risk of diabetes, and lower blood pressure.
And now, a report about the type of exercise that's best for your heart. Our senior medical reporter, Dr. Jay Adlersberg, explains.
The West Side Y is fairly busy this morning. Larry Jennings comes here if he can't get out on his bike.
I pretty much do it every time I come into the gym to do my gym work.
For about how long?
About 30 minutes.
It's important for cardiovascular health to get that heart rate up and pumping, a few times a week, and I think 30 minutes is a perfect amount of time.
Those 30 minutes of moderately intense exercise reduce risk factors for heart disease better than a leisurely walk for twice that time, says the study, which followed 10,000 adults for 10 years. In other words, do harder workouts, not longer ones.
So what's moderate exercise? You don't need a fancy heart monitor. It's when your heart speeds up a bit, you're sweating, and you're huffing and puffing a bit, but not so much that you can't carry on a conversation.
Walking along so fast that window signs seem to fly by? That's about right.
Walking along the streets and window shopping is not going to help. I always tell my patients that, well, if you're able to read the signs in the window, then you're not exercising. You're walking too slow.
So Heart Healthy is 30 minutes of moderately intense exercise 5 times a week, or vigorous exercise for 20 minutes 3 times a week. Vigorous exercise is running a 7 or 8 minute mile or playing singles tennis, for example. Good for your heart and your soul.
I do it because after I get through, I feel wonderful.
The effects that it has on my head is amazing. It gives me a real lift, whenever I leave here, and it lasts for a day and a half.
This is Dr. Jay Adlersberg, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
And we want to take you now to breaking news on the Upper West Side, where multiple people have been stabbed. We are getting word that there were 5 people stabbed at 75th and Columbus. Shannon Sohn is live on Newscopter 7 with more details. Shannon?
Yeah, and Sade, the stabbing happened just a few minutes ago. It was about 5:37 that the stabbing occurred. Police quickly responded to the scene. Initially, they were having a difficult time gaining access to the apartment at 57 West 57th Street. We understand now that the suspect is in custody. So what we have seen since we have been over the scene here in Newscopter 7 is a tremendous amount of police activity, all going into the building. For a while, we saw people running in with medical equipment. Again, the initial reports are that 5 people were stabbed here. We're just going to bring this shot out a little bit to give you an idea of the scope of this. This is 57 West 57th Street, right at the intersection with Columbus Avenue. Now, you can see the activity down on Columbus Avenue itself as you go across to 57th Street, heading towards Central Park West. More police and fire department activity, as well as several ambulances waiting to transport victims. Reporting live, Shannon Sohn, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
Street, Shannon, I know you're meaning to say that right up the street from us, not far from here, so thank you for your coverage on that.